York. Let's talk to Ollie Anisfeld, who is the founder of JTV, which is an online Jewish channel, for his reaction to this. Ollie, you're very welcome to TalkTV this afternoon. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you doing, Peter?
Very well, thanks, Ollie. Tell me what you make of what has happened in New York. It's clearly absolutely dreadful news. What do you think the implications are?
Well, I mean, just to explain a little bit of my background, I run an online Jewish channel which talks about religion. I practice Judaism, believe in God, believe that religion can be a real force for good. So when these things happen, when religion goes bad and becomes incredibly harmful and damaging and threatens free speech and becomes intimidating and a negative force in the world, I take this quite seriously and personally. Because I don't believe religion should be this, and I believe this is what happens when religion goes bad, when religion goes wrong, when people misunderstand the nature of God, and the nature of also how to influence people and try and persuade people. And the former chief rabbi who passed away 2 years ago, I think, Rabbi Lord Jonathan Sacks, he said that the problem that happens is when sometimes it's extremists in all forms, can be religious people, could be fanatics for any cause, when they're more interested and focused on the idea of power and using power to intimidate people than the power of ideas, than the power of communicating and trying to persuade people through the power of ideas and through enlightenment and conversation. And that's the problem that's going on here, that's happened.
And that is not what people who are interested in shutting down free speech, shutting down people like Salman Rushdie, cancelling people like J.K. Rowling, are actually interested in, is it?
Well, exactly. And the truth is that I think it's not just even in religion today where people are becoming fanatics and extremists for their cause, where people are shutting down and intimidating and silencing and threatening people, as we've seen with J.K. Rowling, but she's had it for other issues where she's been threatened, had life threats and all the rest of it. People are becoming extremists and fanatics for their cause, where they are unable to actually engage in conversations. And it's happening in extreme manifestation with radical Islam, but it's happening in many types of political...
It's happening in straightforward conversations, and that's why we are the home of common sense and the home of free speech, and we're going to keep that conversation going. Ollie Anisfeld, who's the founder of JTV, an online Jewish channel, thank you very much indeed for your thoughts today. I really appreciate that. And thanks also to the thoughts of Stephen Miller.